This program was brought to you by Organo Gold. Organo Gold is a health and wellness company that provides healthy coffees, teas, and chocolate. All one has to do is consume the available products to get all the available benefits. One can also share these products with others to help them improve their health as well. For more information, call 703-359-5642 or visit the website basilelemba.com.
And now, Fairfax Breakfast Club with your host, Besile Lemba.
Welcome to the Fairfax Breakfast Club show. My name is Besile Lemba and I will be your host. The Fairfax Breakfast Club is a weekly program in which we bring to you valuable and workable know-how you can use to improve your networking skills and grow your business. We always start the show with a quote, and today's quote is, if a child, a spouse, or a life partner, or a parent depends on you or your income, you need life insurance. And that is from Suze Orman. With us today on the show, we have someone who has served in the U.S. Army protecting the country. And now he protects businesses, families, and individuals with various insurance products. His name is Maurice. Hello, Maurice.
Hello, Besile.
How are you?
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. I didn't know you were in the Army. I just found out.
Yes.
You have been hiding a lot of things from me.
I guess we haven't hung out
Congratulations.
that much. Thank you. Yeah.
You're very welcome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, tell me, how did you come to the insurance business?
Insurance, I completed my undergrad in business management and started thinking, long term, being that I was already married and I was looking for a career that I could, build out pretty much as far as I can see. And doing that, I looked at a couple of industries, did some research, try to find out how long they've been around and how long they're going to stay around in the future. And I've always wanted to do something with business. So I found that insurance has been around for a very long time. The interesting story about it was in China, that about 5,000 years ago, traders actually came up with a concept where a particular trader had to divide their goods into a certain number and give it to the next friend. So that way, when they try to cross the sea to go trade in the other side of town, if anything were to happen, all their goods wouldn't get lost. So, and I've seen the impact insurance can make in people's lives when they, run into an unfortunate situation. So, a friend of mine encouraged me to look into it a little bit further. Then I went out and I applied for a couple of companies, and I got lucky. I got picked up by one of the well-known big insurance companies. So that's how I got started with it.
Okay. And now you have your own agency?
I do, yes, okay. I do. Do have an independent insurance agency. We are very proud to represent a wonderful company called Erie Insurance. Based out of Erie, Pennsylvania, been around for 90 years. Okay. A lot of people don't know that. J.D. Power ranks them #1 in terms of auto shopping experience. Very strong company for small businesses. So we partner with them and about 5 other insurance companies. So we are independent agency, so we basically get a client and we try to figure out where would be the best fit for them based on their unique situation and needs.
Okay. Very good, excellent. And how do you go about getting customers?
There's no particular one way of doing that. We are constantly trying multiple things. A lot of our customers come by referral. Okay. I try to be very active in the community. We've made a partnership with certain industries that will naturally run across some of the customers that we're trying to get. Take, for example, somebody purchasing a house. They're working with a realtor or a mortgage loan officer. We try to partner with them, and so we can be a value added to their process while they're going through that. So we do that. We also have presence in the social media. Everybody.
Social media, naturally.
That's where the conversation is being held today. So we try to maintain a very active presence in the social media platforms. And I'm also a member of Chamber of Commerce around the Northern Virginia area. One of it is Northern Virginia Black Chamber of Commerce, and also Asian American Chamber of Commerce, as well as Reston, Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce, because my agency is located in Reston, Virginia. Okay. So we also do email marketing as well, and we send out occasionally we send out some flyers to the surroundings, in Reston, and try to touch people that way. Community events, I like to come out to community events and set up a booth and engage the public. It's a never-ending effort trying to reach out to as many people as you can. The more people you come across, you increase your chances of running into some good customers.
Definitely. What is your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge? That's a very deep and interesting question. You mean personally or business-wise? My biggest challenge personally is constantly trying to figure out how I can make the biggest positive impact on this earth, on this world that I'm in. I'm constantly searching, asking myself, how can I, at the end of the day, make sure that I leave this world a better place? How can I touch as many people in a more positive way as possible? And obviously, sometimes when you think about big stuff, then you begin to wonder, can I do it? Is it possible? But I believe that if you just keep trying, at the end of the day, maybe you don't end up doing big things, but you will at least try to accomplish that. Yeah. So that's my biggest challenge.
It's interesting because in working, I always don't tell anybody. I prepare myself for the show, but everybody's convinced I don't. Preparing for the show, I run into a quote that says, just do what you can.
Exactly.
We all have that question. Look at the world outside, say, God, how am I going to? But, it's a matter of what is that you can do.
And sometimes doing what you can becomes that big thing.
It is. I mean, if you can't be blamed if you didn't handle the weather today, so there's no more storm or whatever. But if you can put something from outside inside so it's not wet, you did something about it.
Absolutely. Yep.
And maybe next time you do this, I think that whatever you can, if you do that, it will be all right.
That's true. And you just have to keep trying. Just have to keep trying.
Absolutely.
No matter what happens, you just keep trying, keep moving forward.
That's probably the most fundamental thing, because in our business or in life, we talk about success, but the background of any significant success is persistence.
Exactly. And I'm a basketball fan, and we know the playoffs is the final games are going on now. And I was just watching a clip about Curry, who is everybody have come to like these days. How he's very persistent in his practice, how much time he put in, making those shots, and now everybody's enjoying watching him make those shots. But hours and hours, even LeBron James, hours and hours they spend trying. Even when they make the bad shot, they go back and try to keep doing the same thing over again. And if a lot of us can use some of that sports analogy, you got to work on this thing over and over and over again to be very good at whatever it is that you're trying to do. And there will be some days that it's not going to work out well, but hey, you brush it off and just keep going.
There is interesting that you mentioned sport, because we see the Olympic winners.
Exactly.
We see the trophy, everybody go home. We won that, the glam of it all and everything else, which is great. But if you go to the basic life, you'll find it so boring you couldn't stand it. For example, in tennis, those tennis players that we see winning, they wake up in the morning, they drink their coffee, and then they grab the ball, and then boom. You sit there and watch it. You sit there and say, I can't take this.
I know.
But that's what it takes.
Exactly.
To raise the trophy.
Exactly.
But more often than not, when you start, you direct people's attention on watching these things that's happening, these things so mundane, nobody want to hear about it.
Exactly.
We won the trophy.
Yep. Yep.
So it is very, very interesting. Now, what is your biggest success you may consider the biggest success?
I would say my biggest success so far is just being a father. I have 2 little kids.
Okay, good.
so you know, and the little one. So
what is the age?
My son is 6 and my daughter is 3.
Okay.
So just that's my biggest success, and also being married to my wonderful wife, and just raising a family together. To me, family is everything. You know, it's what keeps us going. You know? Yeah.
And you are originally from Nigeria?
Yes, I am.
When did you come to the U.S.?
I came to the United States, I think the year 2000 or something. I think, either 99 or 2000. 2000, yes. 2000, the year 2000. I will never forget that day.
Why is that?
Because it was so cold.
Not used to this cold stuff?
It was so cold. We landed at Newark Airport in New Jersey, and actually I used to live in New Jersey as well. And it was so cold, and we had to, kind of quickly grab some jackets and run into the car. Yeah, but it was an interesting experience.
Okay.
Now we've gotten used to the cold now.
Very good, very good. Now, you attended the expo last time we had.
I did.
How do you like the expo?
It was good. Like I mentioned earlier, we are constantly looking for ways to
make yourself known.
Exactly, to tell the story. More especially, like I said, we represent a very wonderful company called Erie Insurance. You're not going to see their commercial on TV like other companies. So they use independent agents like me to touch the community, to get out at a grassroots level, to engage people. So any opportunity we have to come out to such events like the one you put out, we take advantage of that. So in that particular case, I really enjoyed a lot of people that I met there. Every time you go out, you meet new people. So I was able to meet some new people. I met a client that they're starting a welding business, and they're going to need a business policy, which I'm working on putting together for them.
Okay, very good.
So yeah, we constantly, in those kind of events, also interacting with other vendors, other people that came out there, talking to them, getting to know their business, and just kind of connecting with them. I met a wonderful gentleman, Mr. Thompson, I believe was his name, that is very good with software. He has a very neat software.
Oh yeah, Thompson, Solomon Thompson.
Yeah, Solomon Thompson, that lets small businesses organize work. If they have a couple of people in an organization working on a task, so that way things don't fall apart. So I met a lot of good people there and met some potential clients as well.
Very good. Excellent.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's fabulous. Now, last time you mentioned to me that you guys goes into the community and talk to kids.
Yes.
Can you talk to us about that a little bit?
That is actually going back to the question you asked earlier. That what is my biggest challenge is that you search for purpose in life. What am I here? What am I trying to do? And we have, through an organization that I'm a member of called NIRE. NIRE is basically an association of independent insurance agencies, and we go out and do mentorship, talk to people in high school or getting into college, or people that are already in college, about the possibility of considering coming into the insurance industry. In this particular case, there's some schools in DC that we went to, and every time you talk to them about insurance, you will just see their eyes light up. There was a lot of questions they asked. They were very engaged. These people wanted to learn and know more about insurance. Sometimes we look at insurance from a certain point of view or a certain angle, but when you go out and really talk to people about it, you'll see them pick interest in it. So we do that. We encourage young people to look into that industry as for their career as they decide which way they're going to go. Mm-hmm.
You're very strong in the community. You're also on the board of the Northern Virginia Black Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, I am. Yes. Basically, I like to engage. I like to engage. I believe that through the process of engaging people, community, other businesses, you will learn so much from that process.
Absolutely.
And
yes.
So the chamber is one of the platforms that I use to engage my community. And the goal is to do good work. The goal is to do good work and make that positive impact on somebody else's life. As you know, it's very important that those businesses come together, get to know each other, and see how they can support each other mutually and grow mutually. So that's what we are working on at the Northern Virginia Black Chamber of Commerce, and I'm responsible for putting together the mixers, some of the events that we have during the years, and it's been a pleasure and an honor to be one of the board members.
Okay, very good. Maurice, what are your goals in the next 5 to 10 years?
Business-wise, I definitely want to continue to grow my agency and continue to serve the community in various capacity. And if I've heard a lot of people say, as your kids are growing up, you really want to make sure that you don't miss out on very important stuff because they grow up quick. So part of my goal is also to make sure that I'm engaged in their life and have that good life-work balance, so to say, if making sure that I'm there, doing homework with them after work, when they come back from school, and taking them out to go play, going to their events and stuff like that. So balancing that with growing my business, it's my goal, and I'm constantly fine-tuning and tweaking and figuring out ways to make sure that works the best, the smoothest way possible.
Gotcha. Do you have people working with you?
I do. I have an assistant that help, customer service rep at the office when I'm not there. Then I also have one agent and another part-time agent that work at the agency. So quite some responsibility there on my shoulder to make sure everything is running well. And we are also looking to bring in some more agents as well. So it's an ongoing project always.
I think that would be a way to buy yourself some more time to spend with your family, isn't it?
Yes. It cuts both ways. The more people you have at your organization, then
the more demand there is on your plate.
Exactly, because you have to make sure things are running well. Ultimately, as the owner, you have to make sure that the goals and agenda and stuff that was set out to be accomplished is being done, and that can be time consuming sometimes. More especially if you have somebody that's not the right fit for the team. It can be.
Yeah, that's definitely an important factor. Having the right people.
Yes.
If it's the wrong person, they can take up a lot of your time.
A lot of time.
And you have very little production in the end.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah, you want to be very, very careful with that one.
Absolutely.
But how do you go about getting agents then? How do you get them?
The agent,
do you have a selection process? Or
absolutely. The agent that I have now, we used to work together at the other company we worked for. But usually when you put out an ad on some of these websites, you will get some people showing interest, and then you screen them and interview them and put them through. We have some tests that they have to pass. And our job requires getting licensed as well. Sure. So if they're not licensed, they have to get licensed. Or if they're licensed, they still have to go through some tests and background check. And it's a long process. It can take some time, up to 3 months, before you onboard the right person. And the reason for doing that is to make sure that you're getting the right person.
Okay, I totally understand.
Yeah.
How does your activity in the Army help you in the business?
It helped me a lot. The Army, when I told my parents I was going to join the Army, they thought I was...
You jumped over
they said, what happened to me, and a lot of my friends that know me never thought I would go into that field. But I learned a lot because I like to challenge myself. Okay. I learned a lot in the Army. I met a lot of good friends, but the Army taught me to push myself to a level that I didn't even know that I can get to, that I can achieve. So that's whole idea of perseverance and just being persistent and just sticking to it all the way through, no matter what happens. Because trust me, the Army will push you to that to that limit, But you learn a lot of discipline from the Army. We had a saying: if an event was at 10, you have to be there by 9:50 to be on time. You cannot get there by 10. Yeah. So I still take that with me, even though I've been out of the Army for a while now. But so you learn a lot of those good things. A lot of discipline on how to, accomplish a task with a team of other soldiers or co-workers, and so it was a very good experience. I'm really glad I went through that experience. Yeah.
Okay, good. How long were you in the Army?
I was in the Army for a total of 8 years. Okay, good. I did 4 years active duty and also 4 years National Guard Reserve. Yes.
Very good.
It was a good experience. Yeah, it was a very good experience. I got to travel, go to other states that I wouldn't have probably been to. So it was an overall a good experience for me.
Okay. Yeah. So now you're getting ready then to take your business to a whole new level.
That is the plan. We are constantly working on that all the time, and always trying to find way to, add value to our customers, because ultimately that's what it's all about.
That's right.
If you are not adding value to your customers, then you will not end up going anywhere. So it's the focus is always on the customer. When we have a client, we try to listen to them and ask questions to understand what are their needs. How can we make sure that at the end of the day, we understand the unique risk that they have in their situation, because everybody's situation is different.
Got it.
Everybody's situation is different, so we're trying to understand what is their own particular situation, what are some of their exposures they have, and we try to find an insurance product to match that.
Got it.
And we know that once we do that, the customer is happy, and they will stay with us, and they will also refer friends and family. So we do get a lot of our customers from referral from friends and family. So so that's how we intend to grow, and constantly learning from the stuff that maybe we didn't do very well, and how can we go back and make sure we don't repeat such mistakes. So. And we are confident that if we keep doing that, then we're going to continue to stay on the growth path that we are on now.
Very good. Do you have any last word for our audience over here?
I would definitely encourage the audience to check us out. We are in Reston, Virginia, and our website is miminsuranceSolutions.com. And or you can also just search MIM Insurance Solution on Google, and you will find information there. And we like to help as many people solve their insurance problem as we can.
Okay. What does MIM stand for, by the way?
I think you asked me that question before. MIM is my initial. So my name is Maurice Mbata.
Okay.
So that's how you get MIM Insurance Solutions.
Oh, just so they don't think that maybe made a mistake, maybe they say MI6 or maybe something else.
No, it's the initial of my name, yes. MIM Insurance Solutions.
MI6, you know about MI6, but MIM.
Yeah, MIM, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for coming on our show.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, Besile. It's been a pleasure.
Okay, same here. Folks, I just want to remind you that we have a breakfast event on second or third Thursday of the month, we host it at the Best Western in Fairfax. And the address is 3535 Chenbridge Road in Fairfax City, right at the crossroad of 50 and 123 and 66. So you can find the dates on that. But also we have an expo coming up on November 6th, which we talked about a minute ago. Mm-hmm. The next one will be on November 6th. We still have room for sponsors, exhibitors to say nothing for guests. Our shows run on Cox Channel 10, so you'll have it coming to you on Tuesday at 9 p.m., on Wednesday after midnight, but also on Saturday at 2 o'clock. You should also know that we have for you well over 120 shows, and they are all listed on our website, which is blnbc.com. We have people like Maurice here who will bring you valuable information you can use most definitely to enhance your life or your business. So go there, blnbc.com. You can see a series of shows you can use. We're doing this program to bring to you this valuable information you can use. So I want you to take advantage of it. Insurance, we talked about that, that's great. Or for your information, Dr. Butler, as I mentioned, was here today. Mm-hmm. So that's good. And then definitely, yes, we mentioned the Chamber of Commerce, which is taking off right now, so you can visit them. The website is Nova BBC, I believe.
BCC.
NovaBCC.org. So check that out. They have a major event coming up on
June 16th.
June 16th. And also a meet and greet coming up on June 25th. So the information will be there on the website. You can just look it up, and a great opportunity to come and meet other businesses, do business with them, and do something for the community. Well, thank you very much for tuning. We're looking forward to seeing you next time. Have a very productive day. Bye-bye.
This program was brought to you by Organo Gold. Organo Gold is a health and wellness company that provides healthy coffees, teas, and chocolate. All one has to do is consume the available products to get all the available benefits. One can also share these products with others to help them improve their health as well. For more information, call 703-359-5642 or visit the website basilelemba.com.